To you Thursday, it's 10 o'clock. We got Elias Sabella, the musician, on the way next.
Yes, hearing some of his music as well. You don't want to miss it right also, here at NileFM. And we are very, very pleased to be able to welcome our guest into the studio, who we've just realised we've been mispronouncing his name all morning. It's Elias, not Elias, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's that right now.
Elias Sabella, good morning.
Good morning, Cairo. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're great. We're happy to have you on the show.
Likewise.
Welcome. Now, you are a Dubai-based musician.
That's right.
And we're going to play one of your songs in just a second. How long have you been playing for?
Actually, all my life, pretty much, since I came out of my mother's womb.
So, did you start off with instruments, or did you start off singing, or did they both just come naturally together?
Actually, my mother is a musical teacher.
Okay.
So we always had a musical side in the family, always.
Oh, wow.
You know, but she was more of a classical piano player, and she wanted me to play piano.
How did that go?
Wasn't really a fan of that.
Oh, right. You're no Elton John.
Yeah, of course. I'm not Elton John. And then I kind of drifted away and started playing guitar, just a pure electric guitar. So I formed a band in Dubai for my teenage years, and then after that, the band got pretty much split up because
as they do when you're a teenager.
Yeah, as well. Yeah. But the dream kept living on. You know, I just wanted to be a musician.
I'm Elias. I don't Elias. Sorry, I don't need them. I don't need that.
I don't need it. Exactly.
You went solo.
So I just went solo after that. Yeah, and now pretty much playing some acoustics, some you can still hear a little bit of that rock influence in it as well, but it's a little bit more upbeat. I'm trying to go for something as well, not too mainstream, because I want to have my own sound at the same time. But it's been going on. It's been going well so far.
So how long have you been singing solo?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Okay, right. Well, let's have a listen then, so everybody knows what we're talking about here. Elias Sabella, and this song, it's a beautiful song. I hope you enjoy this. This is called Not Giving Up on the morning show at NileFM.
Hey, sweet little angel, I'm falling for you. Spread your wings and fly, follow you. Make it feel so easy to be with you. Open up your heart and I will too. Yeah, we will confess, and yeah, we'll do our best. 'Cause I'm going to love you time after time, and I'm going to love you even through our ups and downs. 'Cause I'm not giving up, not giving up, not giving up on you. The first smile, she's got me mesmerized. Come into my life, I'll make you my wife. As long as you are mine, together we will shine. As long as you are mine. Yeah, we will confess, and yeah, we'll do our best. 'Cause I'm going to love you time after time, and I'm going to love you even through our ups and downs. 'Cause I'm not giving up, not giving up.
Elias Sabella and Not Giving Up on the morning show. And Elias is with us in the studio right now. Good morning once again.
Morning.
Good morning again.
So, Elias, I always like to start at the beginning. And you told us a little bit about, how your mom is a classical musician, so music is in your family, which is kind of how you got into it. But, just tell us a little bit about your background in general, like where are you from, where have you lived, and how perhaps discovered, how much you love music and how much you wanted to make a career out of it.
Sure, for sure. Actually, I'm Jordanian.
Okay.
So I was actually born in Jordan. Stayed maybe my elementary years were in Jordan. And then after that, just around the end of my high school years, I kind of moved to Dubai. And I lived there pretty much till
now.
Present.
Yeah.
Musically, I actually didn't get into the music scene until I was about 16 or 15 years old.
So you're already in Dubai before you started breaking into the music scene. Is there a music scene in Jordan? I guess there is.
There is actually, yeah. But I don't know, in the Middle East in general and the GCC, I find that in the GCC there's a lot more English speaking musicians. Even if they're Arab, they would always write music that is in English. While actually in Egypt or in Jordan or in Syria, Lebanon, all these countries, you would always find musicians that write in Arabic. But
did you make a conscious decision to write in English, or just that it came naturally to you to write in English?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm pretty good in Arabic. So even if I was to write a song in Arabic, I definitely don't think it would sound that great.
I hear that. 'Cause this is international kid syndrome. This is what it is. Especially when a lot of people grew up in the Middle East. I grew up in the Middle East between Bahrain and Oman as well. And
we're in the Middle East now.
No, I know. But I'm talking about, like, in general. When
North Africa.
Both.
And that sort of thing. You have it's such a mixing pot. You've got so many different nationalities.
Exactly,
and English is kind of what people find to speak together, and I understand that Arabic can be a bit daunting, even though it's your mother tongue. It can be very daunting to sing.
I completely agree. I actually barely speak Arabic when I'm there and when I'm in the streets, unless I'm home with my parents. Of course, I've got to speak with them in Arabic. But as well, if I'm gonna sing to a crowd in Arabic, I'm gonna get like this response like, it's cool for one song, two songs, but then after that they're like, I have no idea what this guy, he could be swearing at me for all I can know. So
all right, cool. Well, that's really awesome. So you moved to Dubai, 16 years old, you form a band. What was the band called?
Flaming Trees.
The Flaming Trees.
Yeah.
Better than my first band.
What was your band again, Sally?
The Only Girls.
The Only Girls.
Yeah, I know, it's really bad. It was like a Spice Girls spin-off.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was an all-girls band, huh?
It was me and 3 of my friends that I forced into the band.
Okay, you're playing bass. And
No, I said you're all singing backup.
Oh, okay.
I'm the lead singer.
I'm the star here.
Exactly.
I'd love that. The Flaming Trees with support from the Only Girls. Would be a great bill. So when you kicked all the others out of the band and went solo, like Jerry from the Spice Girls.
Yes, exactly. That's you, by the way.
Yeah, like Sally
me.
did. When you did this, what was that like? Suddenly you obviously got the band behind you, and suddenly it's you and your guitar and you got your audience or whatever, and you'll play with musicians, I guess. But a lot of the time, I guess it's just you and your guitar and the audience. Was that quite daunting? Was that like a different experience?
At the start, it was very challenging because I always thought, like, for example, Ed Sheeran is a type of person who writes good music.
Yeah.
All his music has instruments, right? But when he goes into play live shows, he always plays as a solo artist, just him and his guitar. So I actually thought that
and he's got a foot pedal, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does all the instruments and loops them himself and
Exactly,
everything.
yeah,
Yes.
Because he's tight and he doesn't want to pay the musicians to work
All
on
the money for me.
He wants
It's cheap, huh?
Yeah, right.
But for me, I kind of went into that direction. At the start, I was just playing just my guitar and myself, but I kind of thought, if I'm gonna play that type of stuff, I'm gonna sound like every single cover guy who's in a bar or anything like that. And then I kind of said, let me challenge myself a little bit more. I'm gonna do what Ed Sheeran did, and I started doing this loop pedaling live on stage.
So you use that as well.
So I use that now as well, and then now I think it became more and more popular. So now it's no longer like a big deal kind of thing.
Check out my pedal, guys.
Yeah.
Like, the guy here last night, he had a pedal as well.
But right now, after going solo, I kind of thought I did a side project as well, which is I formed a trio band where it was just me, a bassist, and a drummer.
Okay.
It's still called Elias Sabella Trio, where we play my songs, but it's just got a fuller sound after all, you know.
Okay, right.
All right, cool. Well, that's really, really awesome. Now, I know you've opened for some big musicians, but I think we'll come back and talk about that in a moment.
Absolutely. It's some exciting people who...
And we want all the gossip.
Yeah, we had Elias before. And we'll also play some more music as well from Elias this morning. Yes, but now here with Elias Sabella, who is joining us. He's come all the way from Dubai and is a fantastic musician. If you missed the song that we played by him earlier on, then stick around because we've got another one coming in just a moment.
That's right. But one thing that's really interesting about Elias is that he is, of course, a musician. He performs his own stuff and everything, but he's been an opening act for some very big musicians and bands and that sort of thing. Yeah, so Elias, like who?
A couple.
All right.
I opened for the Eagles.
The Eagles.
Hotel California-tastic.
Yeah.
That was, I think, the biggest one.
Okay.
I did.
What was that like? Did you get to meet the band as well?
I didn't get to meet the band, but I got their signed guitar.
Oh, wow.
So the guitar that they played live, they all signed it for me, and I still have it in my home. But we kind of shift on who takes it because I did it with the band.
Okay,
right.
All right, you're going to have it for a month. I'm going to have it for another month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
you guys share custody of the guitar.
Right. What's that like then? Because I imagine an Eagles concert, what you've got 20, 40,000 people there or whatever?
It was like, around 30,000
Well, 30,000 people?
Yeah.
So you've got 30,000 people there and they're all waiting for the Eagles to come on.
And you have to come on and warm them up.
You've got to go
That's pretty much, yeah.
And not faint.
What's that like?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Well, it's very nerve-wracking, as you might expect.
Yeah.
Actually, the way that they kind of approached us to do it, there was kind of a competition where they put out, and they kind of said that we want Dubai based musicians to kind of do a cover of an Eagles song.
Wow.
Okay.
And then we did like a reggae remix of Hotel California.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and there was like some Jamaican Afrobeat kind of thing in it, and they really liked it.
Did you put on a funny accent? Did you put on a Jamaican accent?
No, it was just there was like a lot of this like plucking with the guitar.
Right. So
I didn't have to go all Jamaican.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But the sound of it was pretty Jamaican.
Awesome.
So it's like the Eagles meets UB40.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they just pretty much called us and they said, we want you to open up for them and play for like about 20 minutes or so before they go on.
So you got to perform your own stuff as well, which is fabulous.
Course, yeah.
Okay.
And this is, I think, the best way that we as local independent underground musicians can kind of get that push. When we play big platforms like that, people will actually be like, oh cool, we've heard this guy, we've never heard him before. He's pretty. And the cool thing is that they're not being supported by an international act. They're kind of supporting the local scene,
which is good.
Because it actually as well pushes us a little bit more. And I know it's pretty tough for local artists in general to get on the radio.
I think it can be very daunting, can't it? You know, when you're, especially, I mean, as an artist or a musician or a performer from this part of the world, when you have dreams and aspirations of being an international musician, it can seem very far away and almost intangible. True. And this just brings it that much closer, doesn't it?
Of course, yes.
And who else have you warmed up?
We played a big festival called Ya Salam, which is in Abu Dhabi. And it's like a concert that's on the beach.
Sounds fun. That sounds
really,
a lot
really
of fun.
Cool. And it's a free event.
Oh, wow.
And they have a lot of international artists. So there was a huge lineup. There was like Wycliffe Jean, Example.
Example.
That's me coming in with a British accent. But yeah, I have to say his name in British.
Yeah, you do, right?
And so did you get to meet any of these guys then? Like in this part of
I
this
only
particular
got
event?
to meet 30 Seconds to Mars when I opened
You got to meet Jared Leto?
Yeah.
Stop everything.
He's a really, really cool, down-to-earth guy.
He looks really super cool.
I only got to meet 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, I know.
Like, who wants to meet Wycliffe Jean anyway? He hasn't done anything for 20 years.
Jared Leto, Shannon Leto.
I didn't meet the rest. I only met Jared.
Only Jared? That's
Jared.
enough.
Because
That's fine
he
for
was
me.
kind of just chilling in the backside area. There's like a
backstage?
drinks backstage kind of area.
Okay.
He was just chilling, having a drink. And then I went up there and I'm like, hey, we're supporting you guys. Do we mind if we just talk to you for a bit? We had a bit of a chit chat. He's really cool, down to earth.
Oh, wow.
Please, Mr. Leto, can we talk to you for a little
Please
while?
share our songs. We need a little bit of a push.
Oh, wow.
Well, here we go. Well, we're going to play another one of your songs. So this is a new one, right?
This is
This
brand
one
new.
was actually just released 2 days ago. It's out on all digital platforms. You can check it out. It's featuring a Dubai-based rapper. He's part of a group called The Recipe.
Okay.
They're quite big in the
What's the
hip-hop.
rapper's name?
His name is Swerte.
Swerte.
Yeah, so the song's called Change.
Okay.
And it's self-explanatory. It's about change.
All right, well.
The title is perfect for the
Right.
song. Right? It's Elias Sabella and Swerte. This is Change.
I'm in a place in my life where I don't know what to do. I'm in a place in my life where I don't know what to say. I gotta move forward, not looking back. I don't wanna be another sheep in a pen. Always look for the good in the bad. I wanna see the light in the dark. I'm looking for a change in my life. Looking for a change in my life. I'm looking for a change in my life. I'm looking for a change. Been in this place for far too long. Don't got the motivation to move on. I'm feeling kinda helpless and let down. I wish that I could say I'm proud. I gotta move forward, not looking back. I don't wanna be another sheep in a pen. I always look for the good in the bad. I wanna be the light in the dark. Looking for a change in my life. Looking for a change in my life. Don't wanna be just a regular guy who's waiting for something to change. Looking for a change in my life. Looking for a change in my life. Don't wanna be just a regular guy who's waiting for something to change.
I'm sick and I'm feeling like losing my breath. Escaping this life, fading the light. But really I'm swimming up out of the depths. Scraping the spike, think I'm losing the fight. Seeing the patterns, I'm breaking the chain of choices I made for this hole that I'm in. These tears don't matter alone with the pain. There's spaces and places these faces have been. I'm breaking out. Really trying now, I'm breaking out now. Out of this cage. Thinking about writing a new page now. Gotta do something. Lifeline speeding up with times now. Switching the game. No one to blame. I gotta just change.
Change in my life. Looking for a change in my life. Don't wanna be just a regular guy who's waiting for something to change.
Elias Sabella, and we played the song Change. That's right, Change?
Change.
Fantastic song. It's a beautiful song. Really nice.
Yes, really, really good. And what was the first song that we played for you, for anyone listening who wanted to know what it's called?
Called Not Giving Up.
Not Giving Up.
Not Giving Up. So Not Giving Up, which is a beautiful song, and then quite different but still fantastic, Change.
And hello to this person who says, please tell Elias that I am his first Shazam.
You got Shazammed.
Yes.
For a change, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, for change. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that's good, right?
Yeah, and
That's
someone
good.
else, Helkatetni, says, loving this, good vibes in the morning.
Awesome. Glad.
Now tell us, if someone wants to listen to music, wants to find out more about you, do you have a Facebook page, all that kind of stuff? How can people find out about you?
I usually post on Facebook the most.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do have an Instagram, but it's private. I don't know why. Thinking about making it a bit public, I guess.
All right, well, you can try to follow him
You
on
can try.
Instagram.
If I like you, you're going through. It's kind of like a short list thing.
Yeah, you don't want people to see what food you're eating. You're a very private guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm kind of a bit reserved as a human. I'm not the type of person that I want people to know my every single step.
Well, there you go. That's celebrity for you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, maybe I'm not that much. I'm just a bit like...
He just wants to play his music and go home.
Exactly. That's all. I just want to go and do my thing. And that's it. But they can check me out on Elias Sabella Music on Facebook.
Yes.
And Instagram, just Elias Sabella, I guess.
Okay, are you on Twitter or anything like that?
Nah. I don't find
You don't tweet? All right.
What am I going to tweet about?
You need to get yourself... your music.
No,
You're the worst.
That's true.
Get yourself a Twitter account.
Mark's going to be your manager at
Get
the end of
yourself an
this.
Instagram.
Actually, I do have a Twitter account, but I haven't used it in like 5 years.
Oh, well,
so you might find some really weird tweets.
Check that. I'd check that, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you never know if your single gets really huge or anything like that.
Right.
Someone's going to have a look at your old Twitter account.
God.
Exactly. So
That's bad.
if you're saying some weird stuff, you might want to check that out.
Dark times.
And you have a YouTube channel as well.
I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's Elias Sabella as well. You can check it out there.
Sabella double L, Sabella. And what are you doing at the moment? What are you working on at the moment? Tell us a little bit about that.
I'm currently working on an EP, which I'm kind of not going to be dropping it all at once. I'm kind of doing it as singles because I feel like...
Shawn Mendes, sort of release
Yeah,
one or two
exactly.
and then drop the track list. Yeah.
I actually find it more... you can reach more of a crowd when you do the singles than when you do a full album. If you do a full album, people are not going to actually listen to all your songs. They're going to probably go through like two.
It's a little bit daunting sometimes when you get a whole album.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of time I've got to spend listening to it.
Exactly.
But so if you just drip.
Yeah.
If you just kind of like throw in there one song and then after like 2 months when you kind of milk it, you can go with another one. And then
all you musicians, listen closely.
Listen, I'm giving you all the strategies, guys. But yeah, I'm kind of just doing it on like every 2 months. I'm dropping a single. So the next one should be out. And the next... Actually... After 2 months, I'm going to probably drop in 2 singles.
Okay. So you got a couple more singles to look forward to.
And I'm going to be working on a project where I've got I got asked by a company in Dubai to record and create a song.
Like a jingle for them?
Not a jingle, an actual song.
An
like
actual song.
A 3-minute song, 4-minute song, a track where I have to kind of create it or like write the song and record it, master it, mix it.
Oh, it's like a challenge. So
it's a challenge kind of thing,
right,
where you have to do it all in 3 hours.
So you have to write a song, record it, mix it, and release it?
No, not
or
really.
not
Releasing it will take time because I guess they kind of have to make sure it's actually good. But to write it and to mix it and to record it, it's going to take some time. And I guess 3 hours is a bit of a squeeze, but it's kind of a challenge.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be really
fun.
You can actually keep up to date. I will definitely be tweeting
or something like that.
Be doing something on social media.
Stories or doing all that kind of stuff.
All right, well, that's great.
Make sure you check him out. Elias Sabella with 2 L's. And on Facebook, and you can try and break into his Instagram account.
You can try.
If you want. But it's been really nice to meet you, and thanks for coming in.
Thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure, and thanks to the people in the Egypt for always supporting me. I know you guys really love local underground music, and
people do.
Yes.
They really, really do, and I always get a lot of good feedback from Egypt, and I always come and play shows here. So as well, make sure that you do follow me. So
come and play.
Probably in the summer I'll be back to play a couple of shows down here.
Good.
So I'll be expecting you guys to be there.
All right.
Sounds good.
We'll be there. We'll be moshing.
Oh, moshing.
Mark will be managing you in the background.
In that case, I got to write a metal song.
It's been great to have you here.
Likewise.
Elias.
Thank you so much, guys.
Have a safe trip back to Dubai,
Thank you.
we'll see you here soon.
Thank you very much.
All
See you.
Take care.
See you.